Welcome back to the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. I know that Cleveland is gearing up for the start of football season. The Browns and the Cowboys now just 9 days away, and everybody's tied up with the Guardians and their playoff chase. But you look at the calendar and you realize, oh, wait a minute. The NBA season is also just around the corner, and the Cavs are doing something that is fascinating to me. The Browns the last couple of years went to Greenbrier in West Virginia, sort of a getaway and team bonding deal. The Cavs are going to take their training camp to IMG Academy down in, I think it's Sarasota, Bradenton, Florida. You've said this has never been done. You mean to IMG. NBA teams have done this before, just never, not to IMG.
Never at IMG. Okay, at a high school. It's really a high school athletic facility.
It is, but it's state of the art.
Incredible. It's like Spire Academy here.
It's
top.
It's not a typical high school. Yeah, it's anything but high school. It's the same thing with Spire. It's incredible. Is this a good idea for a new team, or a team with a new head coach?
It's a good idea because the Cavs pretty much just ran it back. They have brought nobody else in. They got, Jalen Tyson. They got some younger guys that they drafted. But the Cavs need to figure out a complete different way to play. If you're not going to have different pieces, you're going to have to play faster. You guys are going to have to be in shape. The bigs are going to have to run. They're going to have to be putting extra work in shooting to be able to stretch the floor. And they're going to have to figure out what's going on with Darius Garland because, we talk about with the Browns all the time, there's a couple of people that could really change the trajectory of what you're doing. Darius Garland has to get back to Darius Garland of a couple of years ago. That 18 needs to be 22. Those 6 assists might need to go up to about 8. I would like to see him getting more easy layups and doing different things. And so Kenny Atkinson is development, but I think they're going to have to go down there, close the fence, close the gate, and get to work on something new because evidently the Boston Celtics got 9 or 10 Olympians, and those guys are coming back.
Yeah, but not all of them played.
That might be a bad thing for us because he's mad about that too.
Yeah, probably. Right.
I think you make a good point at the end, G, when you say close the doors and get away from distractions.
I love it.
Just go and be the team and be focused. And listen, who knows if something you do in October makes a difference in the end in the playoffs? I don't know, but it seems like a real positive team bonding, laid the groundwork for what you're expecting as the new head coach. As you said, they made no changes in the roster.
No.
Nothing. It's the same exact team, but it can't be the same exact team.
In science, when you conduct an experiment, there is a control in the experiment. And in this experiment, the control is the head coach.
Yeah.
And in doing that, they have put an inordinate amount of pressure on a first-year head coach. Remember, most first-year head coaches are coming into situations that are dumpster fires.
Right.
When he last coached in the league, he came into a situation where nothing was expected of him. This is anything but that.
Yeah.
Here's what the Cavs have done. They have basically, to use your words, they're running it back.
Yeah.
They think their roster is it.
Yes.
So they changed the head coach. So for Kenny Atkinson, this isn't your typical first year, I get a honeymoon of a couple years, I'll get the team to 500, I'll get them into the 8th spot, I'll win a playoff game. No, this is not that. To be sure, here's what you're dealing with. This team has championship aspirations. This team needs to make it to at least the Eastern Conference Finals.
If they
or it's a failure.
That's right.
And all of that's on him. So if he wants to take control of his team and set the tone by getting them off to a closed fence environment, I am all for it. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea.
44 wins ain't going to get it done because they're going to look at the previous coach and say he had 51 wins. What are we doing? Why
You're right.
The organization said we had one problem. It was the head coach.
That's exactly what they said.
Nothing else.
Yeah. And now, Kenny, it's all on you.
Yes.
Go win.
Go to the Eastern Conference Finals.
And it might be on Kobe Altman ultimately if this doesn't work.
He would be the next control in the experiment.
Right. Yeah.
He would be the next one. Mikey, I know we're out of time.